Church attendance in America has been declining for decades now. People are dropping out at staggering rates, and it's easy to understand why. For some, it may be the greed of prosperity preachers enriching themselves as they prey on the poor and naive. For others, it might be the countless reports of sexual abuse and cover-ups by pastors and priests. Could be that we've allowed cultural divisions to creep in, polarizing individuals around political ideologies on the left and the right, instead of pledging our allegiance first and foremost to the kingdom of God. Or maybe it's because somewhere along the way we lost our prophetic edge, and well, now we just come across as shallow or lame. Attempting to reverse this trend, we've adjusted our messaging and restructured our services to accommodate outsiders. We've tried addressing felt needs, drawing them in with large attractional events. We've leveraged multimedia technology, hoping to keep their interest. Instead of meaningful traditions, we offer empty rituals. In the place of reverent worship, we sing dull, lifeless songs. Or we'll go to the other extreme, trying to entertain them with loud concerts and impressive theatrics. Our sermons generally sound like spiritual TED Talks, more than proclaiming the oracles of God. Nothing we've tried seems to work. And many of us realize, despite all our religious activity, God's presence in our gatherings is noticeably absent. The famed revivalist Leonard Ravenhill once said, "There's no place on earth more exciting than the church of the living God when God is brooding there, and there's no place on earth more boring when he isn't there." Why was the early church in the book of Acts so effective? These first Christians had no money, no stately buildings, no cultural or political influence. They were few in number, yet made such a profound and lasting impact that even their critics admitted, these men and women have turned the world upside down. Despite severe opposition with no material resources to leverage, this small group of believers changed the course of human history. What was their secret? What did they have that we're missing today? Over time, we've lost the dynamism that they possessed. Yet, on occasion, throughout the following centuries, the Christian church has experienced different periods of revival and spiritual awakening. When circumstances looked bleak, God would step down, as it were, to reinvigorate his people by revealing his power and majesty in their midst. Many of us are convinced that the American church is in such a state of decline and spiritual apathy that revival is our only hope. We don't need more money or bigger buildings. We don't need improved organization. We don't need additional programs or better services. What we need is a return of the manifest presence of God in our churches. I've created a resource to help church leaders rekindle the flames of personal revival in their hearts, which will better position them to lead congregations in seeking a fresh work of God in their respective communities. I've entitled this short book, Church Reacts, a pastor's primer for revival. My goal is for pastors and ministry leaders to reclaim what we've lost by recovering the values and strategies of the early church. Long ago, God said to his people living in exile, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." I believe this same promise is available for us today. So, if you're a pastor or ministry leader and are tired of church feeling like a stale museum, but desire to see a fresh outpouring of God's power in these dark days, please consider grabbing a copy of this resource for yourself and the leaders of your church. Join me as together we ask God to rend the heavens and come down, renewing again his fame and deeds in our day with a revival unlike America has ever seen before.